Bro, I need to get in contact with somebody who got the T app, bro. I just want to see if I don't think I am because all the girls who I messed with before, prior to like you know what I'm saying, my celibacy, my revirgincy, you feel me? They all got boyfriends now, so that would be low key. They hopped on the T app and they had a boyfriend. You feel me? Should be stupid. The T app is a mess, bro. Let's check this out.
If you've never gotten a girl's number, now is your chance because 17,000 of them just got leaked. That's awful.
Damn, for real?
Last week, 17,000 women were essentially doxxed in a data leak from the app. You like how I'm doing this like a newscaster? Well, last week, 17,000 women were doxxed in a data leak from the app known as T. Back to Noel for more. Yes, this app T, which was known as a dating safety tool for women, which is a highly contested point, which we will get into later. Basically, they got a bunch of.
I would lie, the concept of that shit is like fire though. Like it's actually good. Like just in case you know you're dealing with like some crazy ass like Diddy ass fool. You feel me?
Leaked. How
you gotta be careful out there, bro. There's some weird ass fuckers out there.
And we'll get into that later as well. But first, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you don't know what this app is, you should know that first. In essence, women can sign up for this app and they can post about men. The idea being, hey, do any of you girlies know this guy? And can you tell me a thing or two about him? More specifically,
I feel like I would have like 10 green flags, bro.
In the App Store, it states,
I'd be like mostly green flags. I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm a green flag ass dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Users can anonymously ask.
I don't cheat. I don't lie. I don't talk to multiple women at once. I don't have sex.
For dating and relationship advice to find support and empowerment from our community of verified women. Verified women is an important piece of information that I want you to remember for later.
I feel like if I put on a wig, I'd be a bad bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
They don't describe themselves in a serious
If I was a woman, I would be a bad bitch, actually.
Navigating the modern dating scene can be
I had like a little fat, I had a little muscle booty on my shit.
But with T, you're never alone. Join a community of over 4,647,000 women dedicated to empowering each other and get access to a suite of dating safety tools made just for the FBI girlies. When I read this, I just started picturing an actual FBI campaign targeted at recruiting women in this same voice. Are you an FBI girly? Why do it for free when you can do the real thing, paid? Lurk Discord forums and create psychological operations 100% remote. And if you're good at it, maybe we'll let you bring some of your girlies into the fold too. The FBI, it's not just for the boys, it's for the girlies too. Now that you understand...
Ain't the T-app made by a man though? You talking about the FBI for the girlies, bro. The T-app. I think it was made by... What the fuck? I think it was made by a man though. I remember some fool was talking about like his grandma or some shit. Sean Cook, bro. That's dead ass that's a Caucasian ass man, bro. Who made this shit? This is the creator? Yeah, that fool made the T-app and he's using the word girlies and shit. Yeah, this fool's a bot.
Overall premise of the
fuck
app,
with it though.
Would you be surprised if it was created by a dude? It was created by a guy named Sean Cook.
Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? I was just looking that bitch up.
His mom started dating online. She got back out into the scene. And she got catfished. And she ended up being, I guess, engaged to a guy who I guess had a criminal record. And she never knew that. So he thought, why don't I create an app?
I mean, have y'all ever got catfished before? I got catfished one time, bro. That shit was... Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was so retarded, bro. I went to the... Bro, I walked in that... Bro, this is why you gotta FaceTime. You gotta FaceTime the hoes before, bro. Like, the hoes, the women, bro. I don't fucking know. Bro, because, like... Bro, I walked in their crib, bro. She looked nothing like... She looked nothing like it, bro. And then, bro, she was over here trying to grab my little shit, too, bro. No, bro. Yo, I had... Yo, shout out to my friend... Shout out to my friend, bro. I texted her. I'm like, yo, pretend like your mom, bro. No, it wasn't on Chispa, bro. It was just like this bitch hit me up on Instagram, bro. That's some real man shit right there. She slid up on my DMs talking about something. You cute. I'm like, shit, you look good too. I was over here. She had a little butt and shit, bro. She had no booty, bro. She was. I texted my friend like, yo. I'm like, yo, can you call me and act like you're my mom? And then she was like, all right, bet, I got you. Yo, 5 minutes later, bro, I get a call. And then she's like, yo, mijo, you need to come home right now. I'm like, oh, thank the gods. And she's like, oh, you got to go home now? I'm like, yes. like, okay, well, will I see you soon? I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. Never texted her after that shit again, bro. That shit was a bad experience, bro. That's why I don't trust white women, bro. She was Caucasian, bro.
This situation. Now, here's the problem that I find with tech. All right, anyone can get into tech, and you'll see what I mean by that in a second. Here's a quote from Sean Cook back in
Show her
May.
Insta? No, I'm not showing her Insta. It's fucked up.
Interview about the T app for Medium. Growing up, it was all about making music. I learned a bunch of instruments in particular.
But like, you know what's fucked up? You know what's the fucked up part of it? Now she like posts herself like how she actually looks like. But before, like, bro, you would have thought she was like a baddie or some shit. But now she actually posts what she looks like. I'm like, damn, bro, like, you got me kind of upset. But there were signs, though. There's signs whenever a girl's a catfish. When they like, there's signs, bro. You gotta pick up on it.
Of different bands and choirs. In high school, I put this knowledge to good use and would visit an after-school program in an underprivileged part of Philadelphia, where I regularly taught students music lessons. My passion for music has continued into my adult years.
How the fuck did we get into talking about music?
Play in bands with
when
friends,
we talk about the T-app,
perform piano at cocktail bars.
The fuck?
Everyone has known for at least the last 15 years that tech is a great way to get paid, right? And that's where a lot of people have gone to form careers. People have made total changes in their life to work in technology because of the bag, all right? Which, let me be clear, I'm happy for anyone that was able to improve their life by getting a job in tech. You know, I certainly did that. However, I don't know if a band kid should be running this app. Does that make sense? You know, because it's clear if you've seen the screenshots, which we'll get into later, if you've seen the way this app has just played out in culture, it was not used for its intended purpose.
I go lie, people be saying band kids don't be fucking. They be like, the stereotypical band kid is just a virgin who just like picks their nose and shit, picks their ass. But they be smashing though. I've heard like, Joe, I remember this one girl, she was like a A+ student. She had all AP classes, all that shit. She was a band kid. She was first chair, all region, whatever the fuck that shit is called. Bro, tell me why I hear story of her getting cracked every day after school, after band practice, in the band room. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, no wonder that bitch smelled a little funky every time I walk past that hoe. Like, damn,
It's got a wide array.
names, bro. Why you so horny for names, bro?
Actually is used by people, and I just don't know if a band kid should be at the helm of that. You know, that's just my 2 cents, which I don't think
call it chismoso way. No mames.
Now, later in this interview is a quote that
I actually forgot her name though, but I know how she looks like. She was in my grade.
Ass with 2
rows
girl. Of shark teeth, and this also calls for a wardrobe change. And I'm definitely not cutting to other footage of me talking about the same subject.
I go like, motherfuckers were fucking motherfuckers were fucking. You my T-app, bro? What the fuck? On the women, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, there's some motherfuckers cracking on that shit. Cracking in school, though. There's some motherfuckers, they would go into the big-ass stalls, you know what I'm saying? The ones that covered, like, the whole fucking, from the floor to the roof. They were in that bitch giving each other back shots.
To use.
If there is T-app for women.
But our suite of dating safety, I can't talk.
They would make it a problem. No, there is a T-app for women. There is. It's called Matcha, I think. And there are people saying some bullshit about it. But I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Of oh my god, dude. I'm having a stroke. But our suite of dude, you can't put this in the edit. This is horrible. But our suite of dating safety tools requires a $15 a month subscription.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me look that bitch up. The Matcha app. I think that's what it's called. Is it the Matcha app? It's not this. I think it's Matcha or some retarded shit like that. But I think they were gonna come out with it. I remember seeing that shit on TikTok.
We would make the app completely free.
I don't know, bro. I forgot what that bitch was called.
You did make it free. But we need to pay the data providers that...
Wait, what? Most of the app is free to use, bar. It is free to use.
Help our users run the safety checks.
$15 a month? I mean, that's not crazy, but you know, Hinge be like $50,000-$60,000 a month too. Like, what the fuck, a week? Why do dating apps do that shit? You gotta pay by a week. That's retarded, bro.
That renders this guy
I only paid for that shit like once, bro.
Now, taking his mother's origin story, we'll assume that this app was created with very good intentions. Now, again, the intended use of this app is for women to communicate with each other and potentially call out a guy who can't be trusted and just generally be able to look out for each other. A key feature to this app is that when a man is posted, he can be rated with green flags and red flags.
Bro.
Kind of like your favorite ticketing app online, which I will not mention. Kind of like SeatGeek.
You got sponsored?
Now, whether it's optimistic or idealist, again, the app has a specific intention. It's supposed to be a private and safe space for people to share information. But how that actually plays out and how it's actually used is a lot more complicated.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like the app actually got a good concept. It's just like motherfuckers ruin that shit. You feel me? Like you got over here like some toxic ex-girlfriends. You be over here saying some crazy shit about dudes and shit. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I had to, bro.
If you just look at TikTok, you know,
I've known people who got lied on before, like crazy, bro. That shit got me scared.
No, they posted me on T. God dang it, they got me, I guess.
They posted you on T. Ooh. I know, I already see. Ciao. But I'm green flag. It's good though.
No, they didn't, bro. Don't say that. No, bro, don't say that. Don't play like that.
You remember earlier when I said that each person is verified that they're a woman? That would be wrong.
All right, fellas.
Well, how fuck that fool
I broke
get
the
in?
barrier, bitch. I had to put on a wig and all type of shit, but bitch, I'm in.
No
bitch.
way.
Y'all hit me up, let me know.
No, deadass, I could get in that bitch, bro. I got no facial hair. I put on a wig. I look pretty in that shit. You feel me? I might have to put on. No, I'm not putting on no dress. That's OD. That's OD.
I won't put
Broke the barrier is
crazy.
crazy.
Goddamn search up, man.
That fool looks like the Shea Frost. Hold on. Yo, this fool over here looks like this. Looks like this Shea Frost, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck they Shea Frost doing in this bitch?
Up, man. I mean, we done infiltrated.
And if
in
you manage to
KSI
just
too?
look at screenshots from the app, sometimes the posts about men just
That's
end
what I
up being
said, bro.
like Carfax
KSI was
reports
done
on
in
the
that
guy's
bitch.
shit. Funny-looking small two-door coupe with a great personality. It's a brutal scenario for guys with small hammers because, again, the point of the app is to call out creeps and freaks, and then if you got a small hammer, you just get lumped in with those guys.
Hey, fuck
you
it,
know?
bro.
It's like Jason Voorhees, what is it? Count Orlok, and then Stuart Little. You know, you got people going, this guy's suspect, and then the whole crowd turns and goes, and this guy has a little dick. This app
Yo, why you
existing
pointing
at
at me,
all
fool?
is very
Nah, I'm just
controversial,
playing.
and if you go through TikTok, you see
I ain't
people
gonna lie, but hey, shit, I get the shit done though. Stop playing.
kind of discuss it at length.
Y'all gotta know the
And
method,
I think
bro.
It was a
The method's
day,
crazy.
Maybe not even a full 24 hours before the data leak happened. This guy pointed out on TikTok that using this app makes you a target. And his point being that data breaches happen all the time, and that is true. Which, by the way, this is a good reminder to all of you, change your passwords regularly.
Wait,
Which
that's
brings
calm. I
us
actually
to
do.
the breach.
I do need to change my passwords.
We have to point out that
Dang,
a lot
that's
of
a
these
lot of fucking
articles
shit at once.
sensationalize this whole thing by saying it was a hack. They make it sound as if it was a team of 10 guys taking down a bunch of servers in an Amazon warehouse, and that wasn't it at all. Essentially, some folks on 4chan just started poking at the app security, and they very easily were able to find a bunch of in-app data. More specifically, the problem was shockingly simple. T stored sensitive user data in a cloud database without any authentication.
Yo, this fool's a
There were
retarded
no
gang.
passwords, no encryption,
Yo.
just a publicly
Yo, they
accessible storage bucket.
They put no passwords on that little shit, and they leaked everyone's address and social security numbers. I ain't gonna lie.
A single URL led directly to thousands of private images and documents. You could essentially say
Damn,
this was
fool.
all
I feel
in an
bad,
insecure
bro.
folder, which is also a great roast for a guy with no confidence. I do have to say, I think this is probably the most dude way for a bunch of women to get doxxed. In that, if you're a guy who's in a long-term relationship, or, you know, a girl in a long-term relationship with a dude, I think you both understand a dude being the culprit of a fuck-up like this. I picture a woman approaching a guy going, hey, a scammer just hit me up and let me know he has my ID and a bunch of DMs I sent, and he got it all online for free. Do you know anything about this? Yeah. Yeah, he got it from a link. A link?
Damn, you know what's crazy,
He got
bro?
it from a
I actually
link?
be thinking about this shit. You know how much, like, bro, like, so much shit has been hacked. Some pictures of me are on the internet. You feel me? Like, not pictures of me. Like, what do I say? Like, some information about like us, all of us, is like somewhere on the dark web. You feel me? If we look hard enough.
All your shit.
Like some social
Might
security
put
shit
it
or some
there
shit.
There's no password.
That shit's insane.
What do you mean
bro.
there's no password?
There's no
password on the link, so he's able to just
booty on it?
open
Fuck
it.
no.
He got everything. Well, is there supposed to be a password? Yeah. Why is there no password?
I may have dropped my phone one time when I was naked, but
I forgot.
I didn't really see much.
The glaring issue in all of this is that when these women signed up, I believe the app told them that their personal IDs were not stored, and so they were lying about that too.
Damn. Whoa, wait, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, gang. Wait, I need to tell my sister to join that app just so she can get a little bread off this shit.
Actually storing the IDs.
That's like a class action right there. On some Fortnite shit.
We'll never know, will we?
Wait,
so all that
fire.
gets us to now, where we're seeing the fallout in real time.
So you can get a little $200 from that little shit.
Was brutal. The first thing people went after were the verification images people submitted to the app, meaning the selfies they took.
I did see that shit on Twitter, bro.
Photo IDs, and
I saw that.
That is tough because.
Or like someone said a screen recording of like all the women who were on that little shit, and you could just see pictures of their IDs and pictures of them right next to it. I'm like, whoa, like
verification photos are not flattering for
bro, that's
anyone.
Fucked up.
You know, everyone looks like shit when they take a verification photo, unless you're like, a peak 1% hot person. I think most verification photos take you down at least 3 points from where you're already at. So if you're a 4, you're definitely a 1, and if you're a 3, you're a 0. You start going negative. Depending on who you are. I saw all those images and it made me think, I hope any photo I've ever taken at an airport never sees the light of day, because I know each one of those images it looks like I got hit by a bus.
I feel like I look copy in some of them. The only thing that comes out fucked up is my 2K shit, bro. Like my motherfucker be looking like all like, I don't know, he be looking disabled or some shit. I don't know.
I know I look
he got hit with a fucking shotgun shell to the brain or some shit.
Interesting thing I noticed were all the people who made TikToks going, why the fuck would you upload your ID to a random app? And that's how I think.
Yo, my 2K character looks chopped, bro, but I was too lazy to fix that shit. Stop roasting your 2K skate, bro. You should see that shit. That shit got like no chin. But for some reason, he got hair right here. It's so stupid.
People think the internet is like Disney.
They did my ass dirty,
Every app, every website is carefully curated, and you're safe 100% of the time, all the time. Now, at this point, I want to take you all on a personal journey. Because, as I went to make this video, I found myself in a lot of charged up comment sections, in every facet of this story. A lot of these guys are bringing up nuanced information, and it made me realize the internet is pretty fucking annoying to use right now, specifically Google. If you're not using, ChatGPT or Claude or some other, AI chatbot to feed you information, using Google kind of requires you to be specific, because if you're just punching words in there, everything is a fucking ad. When I first started Googling for this story about the T-app, I actually didn't get a ton of news articles. I just kept getting paid ads to download the app. When I was browsing the comments on Hacker News, a lot of them kept bringing up Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Now, when I first started Googling Section 230, I just kept getting results
he's putting out a lot of words I don't understand.
And trying to get me to buy tickets. Then eventually I got to the actual law. And in short, Section 230 is basically what protects free speech on the internet. Now, within Section 230, they make mention of a Good Samaritan. And that made me think, what really is the definition of Good Samaritan? And so when I search Good Samaritan, I get a bunch of ads for restaurants, and I has me sitting there thinking, why the fuck is everything an ad? It's my whole experience trying to read about this kind of felt like I was punching through the TVs at gas stations.
Cheap, bro. Like
trying to get to the information that I was actually interested in.
And the shirts be cool too.
Section 230 is pretty interesting. Like I said, it basically protects free speech. It protects websites and users from being liable for things posted either on a website or things you say online. It doesn't prevent every lawsuit. It just protects your ability to speak online generally. There are certain exceptions, which brings up a point that a lot of people are bringing up about this app, which is this legal or how can it be legal? And really, I think this whole story kind of brings up, I guess, an interesting.
Yeah, bro. Like if a girl were like some crazy girl were to post some crazy shit about you, like some fake shit. Would that shit be defamation, right? That shit could be defamation, right?
A glimpse into the future.
Tripping.
Section 230 addresses a question that a lot of people have about this app, which is this app legal? And we're at the end of the video. I know it's the real ones here. So now it's time for me to get dystopian and kind of morbid. First and foremost, The immediate fallout from this, which is very scary, is a ton of women have a target on their back and their personal information is out there for
that shit was kind of fucked, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Secondly, people are bringing up the possibility for defamation suits and personal lawsuits as a result of things being posted that can't be substantiated or proven true. I know I'm guilty of throwing the word dystopian around a lot, and I think we do throw it around a lot, but I feel that in this way, it is applicable. I think specifically the part where
she was trying to grab on your little shit,
maybe a dehumanizing.
Wait, experience. Are you talking about my story from earlier?
Familiar with the idea that we
bro,
you're
not gonna lie, bro. She had like airplane on her fucking TV. She clicked that shit and she started putting on The Weeknd, all the sexy time music and shit, like all the freak music. I'm like, and she started getting close. She's like, "Why are you so far?" I'm like, "I'm good right here. I'm good right here." And then she's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm chilling right here." Dude, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, some girls be like, oh, I don't know, bro.
Film each other in public. We film ourselves. We know that we're being filmed in public spaces.
Facts.
We know that we don't have
wasn't you privacy. On that? Yo, gang, because I'm not horny, bro. Like, I'm not like a... Just because a girl, like, just trying to fuck me, if I don't think she's attractive, I'm not fucking it. I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like...
In public, I'm not, the cameras pointed at you.
I don't just be fucking anything, bro.
It's also worth bringing up that 2 startups have.
Bro, you gotta think about it because, like, if you were to fuck anything, like that shit goes towards your aura. Either like makes your aura go up or makes your aura go down. You feel me? You can't be fucking on some shit that's gonna make your aura go down more. You feel me? You gotta do it either like you either gotta fuck something and it keeps your aura neutral or goes up. You can't be like
do this before.
You know what
this
I'm saying?
Meaning creating a website where essentially people
you can't be ranking down on that little shit. You know what I'm saying?
I guess rate each other. I've seen it described as Yelp for people. One of these companies was called People, Peeple, and the other one
remind me of that one Black Mirror episode, the one with the girl from Jurassic World,
or Dubai Chocolate Lululemon.
That shit was scary.
But both of them were shut down for privacy concerns. They essentially got in trouble. They had to like scale the app back, and then eventually shut down. CNN has a long article about privacy in regards to this scenario with the T app, but there's a quote that I think is really interesting. A practical question would come up around enforcing a complaint that one's image appeared on an app without their consent. A staggering number of photos that we didn't post exist online of nearly all of us. We don't have a right to challenge the legality of every group photo ever posted on a social media platform in which we appear. Now, hold on to this quote mentally if you can.
Wait, so basically they had pictures of them they didn't post?
After a controversy like this that maybe this app gets shut down or it has to change in some way.
Yeah, that shit
Section 230 is relevant in this scenario because that is what protects the T app.
Realistically speaking, probably the T app probably gonna get shut down though. Like, it's probably just gonna get shut down after they're probably gonna get leaked again on some crazy shit. And they're probably just gonna shut that bitch down.
About what's posted on there, technically,
or it's just gonna die down, bro. Ain't nobody gonna use that shit in a couple months.
That's
what usually happens.
Opinions. Now that doesn't protect defamation, so someone can be, I think, personally held liable if they're posting stuff that isn't true and is damaging reputation. I did pass the bar with ease, one try, didn't study for it, so you can trust that statement from me. No sarcasm. I'm getting carried away from the point. But, my law practice is not what we're talking about right now. Now, Section 230 does not cover doxing. That is obviously illegal. And it's worth pointing out that there is a group of people, small in context of millions.
I will lie, bro.
But, thousands of people.
I'm glad this T-app didn't come out like 2 years ago. I'm glad, because all the girls I was messing with, they got boyfriends now. Because I had a girl, bro. Yo, I said this shit before, bro. Like, she dead ass lied on my name. She didn't say nothing crazy like, oh, like he like hit me or it's nothing crazy like that. But she was saying shit like, oh, like I was like begging for her or some shit. Or I was like in love with her. I'm like, bro, you were a kid? You was a kid? I was 18. I was kind of a kid. But like, bro, like, dude, like she was over here saying some crazy shit. She was saying like, yeah, like he was in love with me, bro. And I'm like, bro. I'm like, bitch, I was texting you on Instagram DMs, bro. That shit was not for real. You hit ho? I did not hit her, bro. Now, she didn't say nothing like that. I was saying like she didn't say nothing like that. I'm glad she didn't say nothing like that. But she was making it seem like I was like in love with her and like I was begging for her back. I'm like, bitch, I was texting you on an Instagram DM. I was not for real about you. Like, I was not even like FaceTiming you. We were just fucking
experiencing this whole story in a much more brutal way.
She was tripping,
whether
bro.
It's your
and she was telling everybody too. Oh my god, bro, that shit was fuck.
Leaked or information that is true being posted.
It doesn't even matter now.
It opens up a big can of worms.
At the time, I'm like, man, fuck.
It reminds me of this really scary
that shit brought down my aura. I'm
about
like,
the future where all encrypted data will essentially
that's why you can't be like
decrypted,
messing with.
And pretty much everyone's personal information,
certain people,
anything they've ever posted online, will be available.
Especially if they got a loud ass mouth,
everyone
bro,
to look at. And if I could make it just one layer deeper of scaring the hoes.
Come on now.
There's a dark thought I had when writing this, which is
she definitely would put my ass in
corporations would like it if all your personal
information. She would have said something like,
were out
like
there.
I don't know.
And you could no longer.
Actually, I don't think she would
protect who you are and protect.
I didn't do nothing.
Really, the fabric of who you are as a person.
I just dead ass ghosted her like one day. Like, I just stopped talking to her. Like, I didn't do nothing bad though.
They could just shut you in your home.
Saying like I was like
without force. Sell you a VR headset and sell you an anonymous
that wasn't
life
true, cause
where you can try to be a person.
If you know me, bro, you know I'm not a beggar.
And maybe in that
process, like if a girl were to break
can
up with me, I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, it's whatever. It's my life. Live your life.
You for money or whatever it is, so that you can find a person you trust in a virtual space to eventually get back to outside again. And hopefully I'm wrong about that. You know, ultimately, I don't think this is one of those stories that can end on a positive note. I think it is.
Yo, I forgot, bro. I forgot. Like, bro, you know what this bitch said too? Because her and my sister had a mutual friend. And she told the mutual friend, like, everything I did with her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was eating her pussy and shit, like, you know, doing something. I know I was like low-key on some freaky time, you feel me? But, bro, and then she goes and tells my sister all that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, are you fucking retarded? Like, are you fucking retarded? You ate ass? Chocolate swirl? I've never eaten ass before. I low-key ate ass. I low-key coochie from the back once, but like, I never ate ass
in a human way.
I don't think I'd ever eat ass because like that shit nasty, bro. That shit nasty.
But you know,
I'll put a toe in my mouth.
Me from being insensitive. So
that's only like for my wife though. Like if I
Sam, play him off.
What the fuck is this? Oh, this is a TikTok fool. The Musical.ly guy. I want this shit forever. I ain't never. This song used to be on ringtone. I'm telling that girl she the one for me.
We shopping at Neiman's, fuck side. Nigga wanna beat me so bad. Keeping that Glock on me, never lie. My brothers ain't going like that. Hollow tits ripping through his bag. Got these white folks think I'm doing scam cause I'm counting up these racks.